Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Day Trade with Zay. I'm Isaiah, and today is Friday, February 11th, 2022. And yeah, let me just jump right up into it. So, yesterday we were able to catch, it still makes me mad every time I look at it. We caught 91 of the, potential 286 pips that we, should have caught. Just was a little impatient, and I think it was really my position sizing on this one. I only put a 0.02 in here, waiting for price to come down to this area right here for a buy. But what price did was essentially just blow through all this shit, right? There's no ILCs right here, 5-minute, 15-minute. Lesson learned, right? It just blew through all this shit. I was thinking right here it'd probably come back down, retest, and then push back up. We didn't get that. So was able to catch this trade, and then unfortunately my dumbass, I put in some sales here, broke even again, and just over traded, right? Trying to make up for the loss of this move, which I never recommend doing. So now what I see is when we go from this level here, right, the most recent, I guess this is the most recent high, right? Looks a bit better right here. So let's go from the most recent high to the most recent low, right? This is the weekly support to resistance. We've seen there's a huge rejection at this area, right? Pretty big. Little W formed and pushed up. Now, this 62% right here is actually from this trade, right? This trade right here. This is what I was looking for in this trade. But now once we get over to this side of the chart, we see that there's a clear break of structure to the downside, right? Right? This low was broken here. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. So now I do see a little bit of a break of structure to the upside right here. So this is something that I'm looking at. There's a 30-minute ILC right here that I'm going to go ahead and draw out. We could see this as a potential reversal phase right here. The price comes back to this area. Something like that is what we could see, right? I would take the buy somewhere around here. But on the only reason I don't like it is the 15-minute. It took 3 candles right here to then push up, and usually you want to see a bit more than you want to only see one, so it's not that strong of an ILC to me. But this was our previous golden zone. You could see a little bit of support, a little bit of resistance, and then some more resistance right here. We could see price push up from this area. As a matter of fact, you know me, I got all these levels. This is just to help me and my shit. Sorry guys if you guys don't like all these levels and lines and all this shit. It's just what I gotta do for me. So just so I'm aware of what price is doing, right? We see a little bit of support, a little bit of resistance, support, right? Resistance, support. So with the 5-minute 50 EMA, we could possibly see a rejection here, right? So I like to try to make sure all the possibilities are up front, right? And as long as I explain them to you guys, hopefully you guys could see it. But going back to, the fall off, right? We could see a break. Well, we've seen the break of structure to the downside. Now we're possibly seeing just a retracement up. And my sell-off area is going to be about right here. I mean, this area is cool right here, but I like this up here a little bit more. But I definitely don't want to miss the trade again. That's something I don't want to do. So we would be looking at something like this. Let's just call it a 50 pip stop loss. And we'll see what price does once it gets up into this area. If maybe it pushes up a bit and we could get in here, that'd be great. Cut off about 20 plus pips. But essentially we'd be looking for something like this. Back to the downside is what I'm hoping we can do. So, it's just a matter of time, and you can actually see the 15 minutes curving up right here, crossed over. So maybe we see the rejection down from this area and then a push down. We'll see what it says. So, let's see what the market gives us. We got about 20 minutes till open. It looks like it is rejecting this area right here. You see these 3 rejections right here. We could possibly take this down to this ILC or to this resistance to support level and see a push up. I actually want to hit my boy really quick because the one thing that worries me is this little break of structure right here. Because this isn't a 5 minute or 1 minute chart. This is a 15 minute chart. And usually when you see the break of structure here, you could possibly see a push up. So we could see something like this, or we could possibly see something like this, right? I don't know if I take it just because this ILC isn't strong to me, but it can happen. Or we could see something like this. One to four risk to reward ratio. It's coming down a little bit right here. Possibly we just see a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You know, it's definitely possible for that too. So we'll see what the market gives us. Hopefully you guys understand this is just what my thinking is right now. With what the charts might do, we could possibly see something like this and possibly see something like this. You know, I don't know if I take both trades just because, you know, what if it was a break of structure to the upside and buy out? But we'll see. And if we made our money here, you don't want to overtrade, right? So, you know, let's see what the market gives us. We got a couple minutes till open. This is what I'm seeing on the charts. If you guys see anything different, go ahead and comment. Let me know. I'm up for all interpretations of what you see. I know my charts are crazy, so let me know. All right. Let me see here. So we got about 7.5 minutes. See what the market gives us. It's a beautiful morning. It's not too cold, so got the windows and doors open. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, so we'll see what the market gives us. Kind of do like this buy right here, just because we got the 5 minute, the 15 minute, all coming through this zone, right? All of them coming through this zone. See where the 3 minutes at. It's probably a little bit higher. Yeah. 1 minute. Probably, yeah. So it's crossing over to the downside here on the 1 minute. I mean, it could come down from here. I just wouldn't necessarily take that trade just because it's so far under the... Well, I mean, it was about 45%. I like to see him get to at least 50%. So... And that's even kind of stretching it, right? Because we actually put in the what do you call it? Whatever. I don't need to do all that. You can see. So it was a lower low or lower high, higher low since it's higher than this low. Higher low, higher high. So this was possibly the break right here. Right? So we could see these things happening. It's all probability. So what I'm gonna go off right here. And the only thing I don't like is it took so many to get here. Or it took so many candles. So a good IOC would be this, right? You see the engulfing or the bullish candle, and then it took two, right? Just a clear two candles. And that's the 5 minute. Here, you see the IOC, but then you see a bunch of bullshit before it pushes up. So you want to see it push. Like this one right here, perfect. It's fully engulfed, one candle. This is a perfect ILC right here. So, you know, it's just a matter of, and we've seen price rejected a couple times, right? Rejection here. So I do like this area to buy from or to sell from. It's either here or here, one of the two. We'll just call it here for yesterday's sake, since I missed the trade right here. But let's see. Get MT4 ready. Get your charts ready. Alright. Alright. Copy. See what price gives us right here. So we're about 2 minutes and some change away from open. See what the market gives us. Alright, got about a minute. See what the market's giving us. Trading view. Chart. It's go time. It's getting a little bit of a push right now, right before open. Let's see. Alright. I mean, the faster it gets up to our zone, the better for us. So let's see if it can get up there. It's a nice push on the 1 minute. Nice push on the 5 minute too, right? You gotta remember, this is the first minute. This candle right here is the first minute of the 5 minute this 5 minute candle. So, oof, big rejection. See if it can continue up. Either way, this candle's finishing pretty bullish, you know, last couple seconds. Looks like it should keep pushing up. So let's see. There it is. All right. $19.8. Just gotta continue this push. It's still pretty bullish, but it's a nice little rejection. So let's see. Oblivion, yeah. So what is this? From this level here, 706. So it's up about 40 pips, right? 3 minutes. That's not bad. If you took the trade from here, right? Uh-oh. And this, before I trick myself, I like making these 79% zones purple, right? This was a previous golden zone, that's why I have it gold, but you know, I could change it red, but right now I know what it is. Price has seen a little bit of a downturn. Let's see if this next 1 minute candle can finish strong. It's really 2 minutes left on this 5 minute candle, so I think as long as it stays engulfing like this, we're pretty much in business. So let's see. I guess on MetaTrader 4, the beginning entry that I'd be looking for, it wouldn't be the wick of the candle, it'd be the body. So I'd be looking around 793 on MT4. Hopefully we can get there, so let's see. Smoke a killer. Could have rejected this ILC right here, but you know, I still think it's pretty strong. Even for the 5 minute, we got 13 seconds left, but I like to see it finish up here, truthfully. Give me more of a confirmation that it's pushing up, but eesh, it's a big rejection. Damn, that was a huge rejection. See what it can do. Damn, that was a complete rejection right there. Right out of the zone. Yeah. You gotta open up a bank account. You gotta open up a bank account. Damn. Now that was, it looks like that was the trade right there. Sheesh. I mean, we could see it could still reject off of this area, right, the zone, but the only thing I don't like is the engulfing candle that's happening right now. So that's one thing I don't like. It's a strong push down from right here. It looks like that was probably the trade. And if you look at the 15 minute is a huge rejection. We're a little engulfing right here, so let's see. Man, rejected off that 5 and 15 minute pretty cleanly, right? Off the 5 minute. But I wouldn't take it just because if you go to the 1 minute chart right here, this candle is pretty fucking huge. These two 1 minute candles right here. Boom, boom. So it probably rejects right here and comes down, or it pushes back up to our zone. But I wouldn't take this trade just because of how huge this engulfing candle is. You know, what are the chances that 2 minutes it comes down and 2 minutes it pushes back up? I mean, it could happen, but the chances of it happening are a little slim. So, but right off the zone, right? Tapped it, pushed up. See, this 5 minutes kind of undecisive, right? So far, we still got a minute and 51 left. But, you know, it's basically sitting in the same zone. So let's see if it can push down. See what it's doing right now? Sorry, you guys can't see it. It's rejecting this 1 minute 50 EMA, right? And that's what I was worried about. So it rejects here off the 5 minute. Could be sitting, right, for a little bit in this zone, but hopefully it either breaks down to the downside here or pushes up to the upside. That's really what's going to tell us. And you can see why I keep these levels out, right? I'm not in any trade right now. And be up about 25 pips if we did jump in at this area, but you can see that's why I wouldn't take that trade, this buy, because, you know, somewhat limited in the potential. See that? That's what I was worried about, is these rejections back to the downside. It should continue down here to the downside. Rejecting it again, huh? Still 21 seconds, but I think it should push through this. Unless it's gonna, you know, consolidate, then we're really out the trade. I think it should push down to the downside, so we'll see. Yeah, so I go off the 1 minute chart, the 5 minute chart, and the 15 minute chart. And with this chart right here, this is the 1 minute chart. So every single one of these candles, and these candles are these bars, is worth 1 minute of time. So this is what price did at this particular point in time, right? 634, 635. So what I'm thinking is price can possibly come down here. I mean, it's still respecting this level, but I think it should come down here to the downside. Yeah, I would have liked to taken this trade up here, but the rejection was here. I'm not in any trades right now, so let me actually just push this to the side. I'm not in any trades. I'm just watching right now. Because what I'm kind of thinking, right? Let's just go back to the basics of the shit, right? Still respecting that 5 minute 50 EMA. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, right? Higher low, higher high, higher than this high, and it's higher than this high, and then higher low, higher high, right? So we'll see what it does. It's still respecting that. Kind of like that push, but it didn't engulf it. But I like that it's somewhat respecting it, right? See what this next candle does. Because remember, the 5 minute 50 EMA is sitting right, where you got it, there, right? Let's see if it continues to respect it. Kind of looks like the exhaustion starting to happen right here, right? Alright, so I like that. I like that. Let's see if we get a little retracement to get inside. Alright, I just jumped into the trade. Damn, I was hoping to get in a little bit lower than that, but I got in at 90. You know what? One thing that I'm messing up, I actually shouldn't take this trade because this is a rejection point, right? This area right here. It's been rejected a few times, and look at what price is doing now. So, yeah, I really don't like this trade, and you could see exactly how it rejected that, right? But we're in there, so let's see what it gives us. Let's see if it can break through all this shit. Has to break through this 50 EMA now. Let's see if it can. Alright, so we're in the trade. Let's see if it can push up to our zone up here. I'm in at... Oh shit, let's go. Alright, I just pulled my top position. Just want to make sure that I secure that, right? $75 close. So now I have a 0.04 left. My two positions are in at 695 and 700. 695 and 700. So, man, that was a blow up that you couldn't even imagine. Let's see if it can break it now. Let's fucking go. It could push up to our zone still, right? I think it could. Let's see. So I closed a 0.02, a third of my position. Let's fucking go, man. So I closed another position just to get me to 150 for the day. And now this next one. Let's see, hopefully we continue to get our push up to the upside right here. The 5 minute looks great, right? We know it can reverse at any point in time, but the 5 minute looks great. Let's just see if, you know, we could just commit to it. 690. So caught 72 pips on that second position. First position, I only caught about 30, 35. So I want to see if it can break above right here on this next one. You know, let's see if it can. I mean, what is it rejecting right now? I'm not too sure. I mean, this level, let's see on the 15 minute. Oh yeah, the 15 minute, there is an IOC right here that it's somewhat rejecting. So let's see if this one falls off right here, then it's probably coming down a bit. But let's see if it can continue up to our zone right here at 114. Yeah, you see that? It might just be consolidating. I mean, if it is, that would suck, but we'll see what happens. Like if it came back down and just continued to consolidate, then we'd be in trouble. But since we're in the trade, let's see if it goes in our favor, right, to our zone. We've already secured profits for the day. Let's see if it can continue those profits up for the day. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's coming down, right? So I just pulled, I had a 0.02 left. I pulled a 0.01 just so I could secure and get to $200 for the day. I'm at 217.86. So, you know, essentially, let's just see what it gives us, right? Got a 0.01 runner, stops at break even. Maybe it gives us another opportunity to jump into the trade, right? We could see that too. So, let's just see. Yeah, because truthfully, what it looks like it could be doing is just consolidating. I'm not too sure why, but, you know, it could be. So, we're up about 56 pips. Let's make sure this is accurate. No, that's not accurate. That was my bottom position. I got in right. How many pips am I up? I'm up 50, 60 pips. 63, 65, 67, 68. So a little bit lower. Yeah, like right there. Let's see if it could go to our zone. This is it, right? Kind of using this as resistance. I mean, as support, right? So let's see if it can push up to our target up here. 25 seconds. If it comes down, then it looks like it's going to probably do something like this, right? Just fall off. So we'll see. We'll see what it gives us right now. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's about to fall the fuck off. So let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's about to fall off, right? Yep. I mean, we're still up about 40 pips, but I mean, the only hope is for it to use this level of support, but it's kind of hard to say that it will, just because we know it can come down still, right? So that's the only thing I'm worried about. But we'll see how this candle finishes. If it finishes like this, then I think it might be coming down, you know? So let's see. It looks like it could push up from here, so let's see. So let's see if it could push up from here. I mean, it could use this level as a support level now, or, you know, just it could just be sitting in this bullshit area. You know what I mean? So let's see. And it ain't a bullshit area, but it could be sitting in this area is what I'm saying. Bullshitting. So we'll see. You can see price is kind of just playing right now. So literally our only hope right now would be right here. Because if it breaks below here, then I'm going to pull my trade. But this is our hope right here. Because now it's just a complete reversal, right? Literally a complete reversal. And this is the last 5 minutes of the 5-minute candle. And let me just show you. So you can see exactly what happened, right? We had a fully engulfed candle pushed up off the 5-minute 50 EMA. And look at it now. So we got to make sure that if it breaks below here, then I think it's coming down, truthfully. But let's see. There you go. Got a little bit of hope. There we go. A little bit of hope. Nah. See how it finished? I don't like the way it finished. Still showed some respect, but it finished bearish when I'd like to have seen it finish bullish, you know? See that? That's why I wouldn't. Yeah, you see that? That's why it's like, I don't like it. Still hasn't broken through it completely, right? But it still hasn't pushed up from it either. So there's about 15 seconds left. Let's see what these last 15 seconds give us. If it's bearish like that, then that ain't looking good. Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm going to pull the position and we'll just call it for the day. You know what I mean? We had our target at about 103 pips. We didn't hit it. And yeah, this we hit 73 pips. So we caught a decent amount of this trade, right? 73 pips. Got stopped out right here at about what? 32 pips. Yep. So, you know, 255 for the day. Fuck it. You know, it's a good way to end the week. I had a choppy week of trading, but we're still profitable, and that's all that matters, is being profitable for the week. So at the end of the day, you just want to make sure that your wins are bigger than your losses, and if that's the case, you want to stick to the 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, right? So at this point, it's just, I mean, it's tapping the 5-minute 50 EMA again, but I think it should blow through this motherfucker now. Because remember what I said about hitting 50% and rejecting? Well, look at 50%'s right there. So actuality, let's go to the 5-minute chart. Came up to this 50-minute ILC right here. And that's it. You know? So we'll see what the market does. I liked that area from the 62%. Truthfully, I thought that was our trade right there, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. The reason I took this trade was I thought this small break of structure right here, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher than all these lower highs, right? So that's right, the reason I took this trade. But to see a quick reversal like that, it's still somewhat respecting this 5-minute 50 EMA, right? So let's just go ahead and do it the right way. Something like this. Oh no, it's breaking through that motherfucker. So right here, you could just see that it's pushing through, right? Probably coming towards our target right now. So let's say it was like this. I wouldn't take this trade just because I think overall we're in a downtrend, right? That's why I was looking for this sell-off at this level. But we could see what happens right here. Because if you go to a bigger time frame, right? Lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? It's possible it could just push up from this zone. So we could see that happen, and then, you know, just kind of be mindful of it. It could happen. You know what I mean? So let's see what the market gives us right now. I don't know if I necessarily take this trade, though. I'm not so comfortable with it. So basically what we've seen right here was just a huge rejection to the downside. That huge rejection was just, you know, it is what it is at this point. Well, let me show you the 15-minute, because the 15-minute looks crazy. Look at this rejection wick right here. Boom. So I guess the real IOC was this one. I had this one set up, but it was this one right here. So, as you could see, as soon as it got to this level, what did it do? As soon as it touched the body of this candle, a huge rejection to the downside. Huge rejection to the downside, right? So, I mean, at this point, you know, it looks like it's coming down pretty fucking fast and probably even blowing past this shit. Like when I look at it, 30-minute, huge rejection off the 30-minute. Well, I mean, not necessarily. Maybe it was the hour that it rejected. Let me see here. The hour. That's what it was. It would have been cleaner to get up here on the hour chart, right? But, you know, we got a fully engulfed 1 hour candle, right? For this 6 a.m. candle. I mean, it looks like price is coming down if you ask me. But we'll see. Yeah, it could come down to these levels, so we'll see. Nice Nice little push up. Probably use this as resistance, but we'll see. I'm done for the day though. I'm not going to trade anymore. We get in, we get out, 30 minutes at a time. You know, can't ask for much more, right? Even if it's $250, sometimes you have $200 days. Yesterday I had a fucking $11 day after it was all said and done. Sometimes you have $1,000 days, $2,000 days, right? So as long as you're profitable in the market, that's all that matters. Like my boy, he killed it yesterday on the sell-off from this level. And, you know, we all get mad like, damn, shoulda, coulda, woulda, if I would have pulled it or held it or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters, anything above zero is a good day. You know what I mean? Anything above zero is a good day because the market could take from you so quickly, it's not even funny, right? So anything above zero is a good day. And what you got to do is you got to kind of zoom out. So let's say, you know, Monday, we hit for 600, right? Tuesday, hit for 200, right? We're up 800 on the day. Wednesday, we lost a little bit, right? Even though we got it back to break even, basically, you know, whatever, right? Thursday, we made 11 bucks. Today, we made 250. Well, guess what? Add it all up, we're up a little over 1,000 for the week, right? And then when you add that up with some weeks where you're up 2,000 for the week, 3,000 for the week, that's what you got to do is you got to zoom out on it. Say, okay, where am I at on this week? Where am I at for February? Because that's what matters. You don't want to blow your whole account today because you over traded, and then you look back and you're like, damn, I was up fucking 2 racks on the month. We're only 10 days into the month. I was up 2 racks and I just blew the whole account. Because I've done that before. Trying to overtrade, you're down 300 bucks on the day, but you're up, you know, 1,000 bucks on the week. That matters, right? So it's like when you do that, you just got to understand it and take it for what it is. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Rich, Johnny, appreciate you guys. The trade breakdown for yesterday, I'm going to make sure I go ahead and get that in. I fell asleep early yesterday, so I'll get the trade breakdown in for yesterday's trade and today's trade, and let you know where we went wrong, where we could have been better at, and just go from there. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, man. Look at that motherfucking push. See, I think it's really just consolidating in this bitch right now, because it's not really... What did it hit right here? I guess a little bit of a resistance to support. But, you know, kind of consolidating, really. But we'll see what happens. You know, when I do my trade breakdowns tonight, we'll see where the market ended. Either it's going to end up, it's going to end down, or it's going to end in here, right? One of 3 ways. We don't know. But I'll let you guys know, keep you posted, and we'll go from there. Appreciate you. Have a good one.